welcome back to my channel. I'm Samaria Ashanti, and if you're new here, please subscribe, and also feel free to like, comment, share, whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna jump straight into the video. So I passed both of my New York State cosmetology tests. I passed the written and I passed the practical. So with the written, when I went to take my test, the lady said, or the instructor, whatever you want to call her, she said,
you need a 70 to pass the test.
So I took the test, and like 2 days later, I got my results and my email. They sent me an email, and it said 68, but it was a green check mark next to it. So I called my school and I'm like,
oh man, I failed my test. I'm gonna have to reschedule to take it again.
And she's like,
wait, did it have a green check mark or did it have a red check mark?
And I'm like,
it had a green check mark. She said, so that means you passed. And I'm like, oh, because I thought I failed. I did not want to take that test again.
It had like maybe 150 to 200 questions on it. And it just seemed like everything was on there that I didn't study for. But yeah, she like,
you passed.
So I don't know what that number means next to it, but if you have that, a number, or you know, with a green check mark next to it, that means you passed.
But if you have a red X, that means you failed.
Now, let's fast forward to the practical. The practical, I thought I did bad, but I passed the test. So I would recommend that if you're in school and if your school is offering to give you a kit that you can like rent, I would recommend that you do that, because it would be really hard trying to get all of the supplies and just figure everything out. Just figured all of that, and
Rent the kit.
all you need to bring with you is your scissors and your razor and your thinning shears. That's it, plus the kit that they give you. But if you don't take the kit, then you gotta figure everything out yourself. Okay, so anyways, my test experience, I was very, very nervous. It was very, very nerve-wracking for me because I hadn't been to school in 3 years, and I didn't practice. I practiced one time, and the only thing that I practiced was the haircut, because I'm like, oh yeah, I got this in the bag. So I get there and I forgot how to do the haircut. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'ma just figure it out. So I'm just looking like I know what I'm doing. I really didn't have a clue as to what I was doing. I remember some stuff, but I didn't remember everything. But the instructor, he said, you have 50 minutes to do this haircut. I'm like, nobody gonna use 50 minutes. Nobody need no 50 minutes to do this haircut. Little do you know, who used the whole 50 minutes? I did, because I dropped my scissors. And when I dropped my scissors, I went from nervous to a nervous wreck. Like, because when you drop stuff, you're not supposed to pick it up because it's unsanitary. Sanitation is a really, really big thing with the practical test. So I'm just standing there with the comb in my hand, combing the hair, trying not to cry because man, I really, really wanted to pass the test, and I did. So I thank God for that, because he was with me. So the instructor, she comes over to me and she says,
is that your only pair of scissors?
and she whispered it to me, and as soon as she said that to me, I just bust out crying. Like, it's maybe 20 people in the room, it's mirrors everywhere so they can see you, and I'm just so loud because it's so quiet and they're looking at me, and I was embarrassed because I dropped my scissors. I was embarrassed because I'm a big 22-year-old crying because I dropped my scissors, but you just don't understand how bad I wanted to pass that test. Like, I wanted to pass the test so bad. So she's like,
are these your only pair of scissors?
and I'm just like, oh, it was so embarrassing. They were looking at me. I mean, I could tell some people felt bad, but I didn't want them to feel bad for me. It was just like, dang. So she's like,
is this your only pair of scissors?
and I said,
yeah.
and she's like,
So tell me what you would do if you were in the shop. What would you do if you dropped your scissors?
and I couldn't talk because I'm just like so hurt at the fact that I dropped my scissors. I just thought it was over for me. She's like,
would you pick them up and would you sanitize them?
and I just shook my head, yeah. And so she told me to pick them up and keep going. So that's what I did. And by the time that was all over, the little timer rings, which means you have 5 minutes left. And I just was like, I didn't even like cut anymore. I just was like, okay, whatever, here, I'm done. And when you're done, you're supposed to back away from the mannequin. Put your tools down and back away from the mannequin. So that's what I did, and she came and checked it, and when she checked that haircut, it was so bad. It was terrible. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. But it doesn't really matter, because in the real world, who's really gonna be getting a 90-degree haircut? A 90-degree layered haircut? Nobody. But anyways, only the, let me see, the top right corner of the haircut that she checked was right. Everything else was terrible. Okay, so boom, we fast forward on to the next part, which is the perm rod section, the top left of the mannequin head. I didn't finish because my haircut was all jacked up, so some hair was long and some hair was short, and I couldn't get it to be evenly on the roller. I mean, you're supposed to put 6, I think. I got 5 of them in. She checked it. I mean, I guess I did good because I passed. Man, listen, all I can say is I thank God because God was with me. Because when I dropped those scissors, I started praying. I mean, I was praying before I took the test, but when I dropped those scissors and I was crying, I was praying too. And I passed. And I'm just so happy and excited. I don't know, like, where I'm gonna go from here. Like, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Like, I can say that. My license should be coming in the mail like 2 weeks. I'm happy. Like, wow. It's just crazy. But anyways, the rest of the test. I think it's like 9 or 10 sections. But when you take your test, you have sanitation is a big thing. That helps you with points. You have to sanitize before every procedure. I would just sanitize. Like, once I dropped those scissors, I made sure I kept sanitizing, just in case I messed up anywhere else. Excuse me. I was trying to get those points to fill in for the points that I lost for messing up if I messed up on something else. But after that, I finished everything. The roller set, the relaxer, the color, the highlights. Like, I did everything else after that, and the sanitation at the end. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, like, wow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for somebody. You know, like, if you feel like you failed, 9 times out of 10, maybe you didn't.
Unless you did really, really bad.
And you probably didn't do really, really bad, because I thought I did really, really bad. Like, after I left, I felt bad, but then I just got in my head, like, it is what it is. If I have to take it again, I have to take it again. But luckily, I don't. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I want to know other people's stories, if your story is similar to mine, if it's not. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.